Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to the first episode of my K100 build. I'm Brass Knuckles, obviously, and this is my 1984 BMW K100 RS. Let's talk about it. Alright, so here we go. It's a 1984 BMW K100 RS. Now, it was sold to me as a K100 LT, but correct me if I'm wrong, BMW didn't start making LTs, the luxury touring versions, until sometimes around 85. And this bike's first registration is, I think it was February of 1984. Now the bike's got, according to the speedometer, 250,000 kilometers on it, but that's just the previous owner thought it was really funny to roll the speedometer up to 25 or kilometer, meter, whatever you want to call it, to 250,000 because the speedometer doesn't work. Now, the previous owner thought the bike might have somewhere around 80,000 kilometers in it. That doesn't really matter to me because we'll be doing complete engine overhaul, complete drivetrain overhaul. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's gonna go. Yeah, I mean, this shock is upside down and it's held in place by a 17mm wrench. Like, who knows? But yeah, the speedometer doesn't work because, well, we all know how good the BMW speedometers are. So yeah, those who have the keen eyes might have already noticed the front fairing isn't original. At some point, the bike had been crashed, and the fairings have been made custom. This thing down here, the cowl, I think that's original, and the front fender is original. Obviously, saddlebags, not original, doesn't matter. We'll be getting rid of them. We'll be getting rid of the lucky track or whatever. Well, you know how it goes with these builds. Just about everything's gonna go except for the fuel tank and the engine. Wheels are gonna stay. They're gonna get powder coated. The engine's gonna get a powder coating. The drivetrain is gonna get a powder coating. We'll be doing well. This is gonna be a bit of a how do I say it? Budget build, because I'm pretty much broke right now. So, yeah, there we go. Why don't we take the bike for a spin? Oh, one more thing. I think this is gonna go. Like, who still listens to cassette tapes, right? Anyways, let's go take the bike out for a spin, because this is gonna be probably the only time the bike will be ridden this year. All right.
So I have no idea how well the microphone captures anything.
I've never used this before. I just stuck it inside my helmet, so
we might be getting a whole lot of wind trapped or whatever. If the audio is absolutely shit, I'll just lay some music over on it, or maybe I'll just shut the fuck up and drive. But yeah, overall, for a bike that's as old as this is, it starts up pretty nice. The gears And the shifting, it's a little bit wonky at times. Like shifting to the second gear can be a little bit arduous. But it could be, this bike hasn't been ridden a whole lot this year. Like the previous owner told me that he basically just drove it from his garage to his workplace once. So it could be that the oils and whatever in the system are getting pretty bad. It doesn't really matter though, like I said, we'll be doing an entire engine haul. I'm not entirely sure yet if I'm gonna do like absolutely completely, like tearing the engine down to atoms, but definitely we'll be looking at the clutch, we'll be looking at the splines on the drive shaft, brakes, front suspension, all the bearings, steering, bearing, whatever it is, wheel bearings, all that good stuff. But yeah, overall the bike is pretty good and nice to drive. I guess the extra suspension makes the rear end a little bit stiffer. I think the suspension in the rear is gonna go overall. I'm not entirely sure yet if I'm gonna put in the retro rides horizontal suspension or just get like an Öhlins or whatever shock. We'll see. It's gonna be a long way until we get there anyways, because I think I'm gonna just start by washing the bike and, you know, the regular maintenance, taking up the oil. But yeah, the suspension is really stiff. It's pretty hard to tell how fast I'm going since the speedometer doesn't work and we only have this Sigma Sport speedometer down here. I don't really know how reliable that is. Probably not at all, since I think it's supposed to be like a bicycle speedometer. Either way, let's go somewhere where we can rip this thing. Let's see here. Which way should we go? I guess we're gonna go right. All right, let's see. Oh, did I hit a little bit of backfire there? It might have been just my helmet popping a little bit. But yeah, the bike grip's pretty good. Seems like most of the horsepower is still right in there. I don't think we have any compression issues with the engine. Definitely gonna have to go through the entire throttle body, do a complete rebuild on it. We're gonna do complete fuel injector rebuilds. And what else? Well, of course, all the tubings. Because it's a over 30-year-old bike, and I'm pretty sure most of the tubes, fuel lines, all that stuff is still in original. And well, we all know what happens to rubber pipes over the period of 30-something years. I've been driving motorcycles for 20 odd years now, and I've pretty much only driven B engines, you know, like my Kawasaki VN1500 and some odd Harleys here and there. So it kind of feels nice to have an inline four, just have that like raw power at your fingertips. Because we all know the customs, they're more for cruising around, chilling, and this thing is just, it's like a just beast in chains that wants to be let free. Is loud. Jesus Christ. With the fairing not being the original, you really have to get down low to get the wind off your helmet. So it's like, if I was like 5 feet tall, it would be fine. But I'm not, so we're just gonna have to deal with it.
All right, so there we have it. A little bit of a test drive before we start tearing this apart. Now I'll be doing, or at least I'll be trying to do, one video a week to YouTube. This one's gonna be a little bit shorter one since I'm not gonna start tearing this apart yet. I still have this garage to clean up, make some room in here since I have another bike outside. I need to get it in somehow in here and still have room to work. But yeah, I guess that's it. Follow me on Twitch also, because I'll be doing some of the work on the bike on Twitch, like throttle body, rebuilds, all kinds of minute stuff. And if you go follow me on Twitch, you'll get a notification when I'm on, hopefully. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. It's a good bike. I can't wait to tear into it, start cleaning the engine up, and start ordering parts that I need, I guess. That's it, I guess, for today. Yeah. Oh, and also, I know a lot of people, when they do YouTube videos, they have some sort of a script where they talk about what they're gonna do and what they're not gonna do, I guess. I'm just shooting it all from the hip, and I'm going to avoid doing jump cuts because I really hate jump cuts. And so yeah, I guess I'm gonna see you in the next video, hopefully. Like and subscribe, do all that stuff. Hit the ding dong buttons and everything, so you won't miss an episode.